Well, hello, Kingston. Welcome back to another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle. Guys, you are going to love this one. This one is a very vicious, very fierce fight, and it is all some extremely experienced players, some clan members. This one is going to be a good one. So don't click away. No, I'm just kidding. If you really don't want to see an epic battle, then go ahead. Be my guest. All right, now that anybody that's clicked, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding again. Kidding again. Maybe I shouldn't kid so much. But this is I promise, can be a very vicious fight. It is a 4v4 on Fuentes de Onoro. And you got some cores here today. So a core battle of the Peninsular Wars. It's going to be a Messena, I believe, 5-point McDonald. Messena is the 10-pointer. You have a 6-point Dorsena, which is like guard, actually a ton of guard. Look at these guys. Look at these sexy looking guard units. Some volleys, some trilliers. These guys are ready to take people out of action. They're here to take Spain once and for all. Of course, they are also going to be seconded up by a far right flank. This is by Solt, the 9-pointer, bringing a lot of infantry too. Wow, look at that. It is just, it looks like almost disorder, but there is order in the disorder. But very awesome. So they are going to be going up against 3 Spanish and 1 UK force. Wellington, unfortunately, is not here. I think it is John Moore, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it's John Moore. Not totally sure. He has a Scottish officer with him, so honestly, that doesn't give me much of a hint. But yeah, the focal point, of course, always being, guys, around this LOC point here, this 2-pointer. There's a hill on either side. You can see a 4-pointer on both sides, and some 2-pointers. But the fighting usually spans this whole hill and river. Now you can see already that this 5-pointer McDonald has pushed all the way across here, being very aggressive, very swift to maybe take some tree lines, to maybe take this 2-pointer here. His calves already pushed all the way up, some chasseur cheval. His lines trailing pretty close behind. And we have not seen a whole lot of Spanish activity except for in the LOC area where the cavalry was pushing up, but France has quite a lot more cav superiority at the moment with quite a decent amount of dragoons. Some chasseur cheval. Now we are starting to see the Spanish lines advancing down the road here. This church always looks kind of cool. There's even an LOC up here. The artillery usually for the coalition sets up in this area, and there is usually a good defensive line with this hill. I mean, with the walls here. I mean, this provides, for those of you who don't know, this provides bullet blocking. So missiles actually will hit the wall instead of hitting the troops. So it's a very safe place for the coalition to fall back. France usually won't get there before the coalition, and this is no exception. The coalition definitely getting here first. And we'll see where they put their artillery. Now there is a flank by Solt. Sometimes Solt will go, or whoever it is on this right flank will go up this road and try to make a massive flank. Looks like they're actually going to consolidate, at least for now. They're consolidating here. Obviously, they want to push across this river, maybe put up artillery up on this high ground. As you can see, it is a nice, gentle slope leading up to the next one. And there are a lot of Messena's troops pushing into the town. Now, I'm curious if he has brought any grenadiers.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Not seeing any grenadiers, but they do have quite a lot of light infantry. We do have some skirmishers or just lines. Some light infantry, I think, from Spain pouring in some shots as more troops are filling out to the rest of this hill here. France not able to do a ton as there's just so much infantry now pouring forward from Spain. Over on this far right side, we do have some chasseur cheval scouting here, but it doesn't look like Spain, the coalition at least, is consolidating here in the center. So guys, it is going to be a definite consolidation on both sides here. This is going to probably be a full hour long at least. Maybe not, but I think it's going to be about an hour. So, you know, take a break if you need to. Go get yourself your coffee, whatever you drink, to relax yourself. For me, it is coffee. Not really an alcohol drinker, but, you know, if you are, well, go and get that drink ready and then sit back and enjoy such a vicious fight. If you want to...
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running? Oh, wow, I missed something, a little action here. Well, what I was saying is if you guys want to support the channel, oh, these poor infantry got just hit by some hussars from the UK and massacred. These poor guys. This is a large light dragoon or light hussar unit from the UK. Very deadly cav. But I was gonna say, if you want to support the channel, if you like seeing this content and you want to see more, subscribing is the best way to get notified or let it pop up in your feed when I post another NTW3 glorious fight. And I try to post them at least 4 days a week when I'm off. So also it does help support my channel. So, you know, that is it. So we do have some cavalry pushing forward here. So what is this? Is this heavies or dragoons? I like how they look though. Oh, the red and blue with the gold helmet. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And they are getting pretty aggressive here. Pushing forward, artillery from France pulling up. They're 4-pounders ready to start firing. More artillery set up. Yep, they're definitely going to set up on this hill, guys. That is without a doubt a very viable strategy. Is this I always say it. Is this guard? Yeah, I don't think it is. It's not. But it looks very awesome. I like the uniforms. These 4-pounders are going to fire quite rapidly. Oh, look at this. They're setting up infantry, moving. Where are they firing? Oh, you can see the cannonballs. Wow. They overshot quite a lot there. So France does have a flank here. 5-point McDonald is going to be able to possibly flank the Spanish as they quite honestly are set up. Oh, wait, what is going on here? Do we have an LOC rush? Spain actually is pushing forward lines here. We're going to have a very aggressive fight for this town. Spain pushed in and took the LOC. So now France is attacking it and making a very vicious fight for it. We're starting to hear some volley fire here. Some lines firing. Actually, I don't think they're firing anything, which is unfortunate, but they're going to push forward. Pushing forward, maybe taking this wall to get a flank. Spain actually taking half this town. So, you know, Spain is not going to let the French easily take the LOC. They are going to make them fight for it. We do have some Swiss units here. Look at these. I didn't know they had Swiss. But Spain is still pushing forward more lines here. They are not going to give us up very easily. We have now the UK forces starting to make their appearance here. These guys are going to be excellent shooters. More cavalry rolling around. Solt still trying to get in position. It looks like Spain actually may be trying to go for a gen snipe. Probably not going to work though. They have to rush across the river to do it. The real focal point is occurring right here. France forming up, fighting against Spain in the town here. Artillery, I think, supporting this fight. Yep, we have some artillery. Oh, nice and close. Some 6-pounders able to fire point blank against the Spanish. France is not doing well here, guys. They are not doing well. Spain seems to have done an excellent job and has actually managed to secure the LOC, making this much rougher on France. UK getting themselves into this fight quite quickly here. Like I said, their positioning is not going to be as ideal. I'm surprised they haven't pushed up to take this wall to fire back because, I mean, the French have the other wall, and that's going to really help them out. France sending in more troops. They may fall back, though. It's going to be a bloodbath if they try to fight constantly for this LOC, especially with more and more coalition troops pushing forward. The UK pushing forward more of their lines as well. Remember, though, we do have some cavalry in the back lines. I think Spain noticed it, though. Now they're hidden still. I've not seen a whole lot of coalition artillery firing yet. I'm sure it's going to start. Looks like we have some skirmishers over on this side. Ooh, they're actually getting shot at.
Sir, our general is under attack.
General maybe being shot at, maybe not. Maybe a stray bullet just whizzing by and him panicking. France is going to fall back. They can utilize a lot of nice ground for defense here. Oh, that's kind of cool. A little detail there. Solt has not made a move yet, guys. I don't know if they're waiting to see how the town fight develops, if they're waiting for artillery to push up. But France does have excellent positioning for their artillery. They have a lot of artillery spaced around a very large area. Another artillery crew firing over on this direction. I think they're trying to see if feel out any enemy troops here. You can see they've actually started to kill a couple troops in this field. But aggressive play by Spain. I don't know if I was looking for that, to be honest. But they did an excellent job of taking the initiative and seizing this LOC. They just have to hold it for the entirety of the game in order to win. Or take, you know, the other 2-pointer, which not probably going to happen now. I mean, they don't have that LOC taken. McDonald is very close to it. Oh, we have some... What is this? What kind of unit is this, guys? It's an L6. It looks like either sappers or militia, but it's so small. Ah, we have some Trilliers pushing forward now. They will probably start really putting the hurt on this Spanish army. And the artillery is just punching holes in the Spanish line. They're going to get themselves out of the line of fire. They are not going to be able to hold a candle to that artillery piece. Now, Soult... Actually, there is some coalition fire happening, and it is starting to blast away at these the 36th infantry, who is now going to fall back up the hill. They do not need to take that fire. We do have a lot of skirmishers that may push forward. Actually, Spain over on this side may be pushing across the river, potentially. There's some cavalry on the far side. I don't know if these dragoons are going to try going for them. But they are still hidden, so you never know. More skirmishers in line of infantry in the back. I think they were concerned about, you know, there being a flanking charge by the UK forces. And here we go. We got that cab charge. And I think the light hussars are not wanting to take that, so they're going to rush across the river here. They may get caught on the river going pretty slow here, but no, they're going to get away. Yep, and here's their artillery now for Spain. You can see it set up, pouring its fire. Looks like some 12-pounders. You have some skirmishers way out in front firing. Actually, some Spanish lines engaging. These guys look like Greeks. You know, they have like the Greek white dress kilt, whatever it's called. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I wonder what kind of unit this is. Maybe the Spanish had this too. Now, these guys are engaging on this flank. I don't know how good they are. I never actually seen these guys before, but there's 3 of them, plus some skirmishers, a very large, might I add, skirmisher grasshopper unit. These guys can do quite a lot of damage. Now, in the town, we still have just a slight fight here. These Trilliers firing into this LOC, I think, firing against some of these Spanish troops. The right side, nothing really happening. This is going to turn into a slug match, I guarantee you, with how passive both sides are, because both sides know if they attack right now, they probably would get decimated. Looking at the grand scheme of things, do we have some cavalry pushing up? Yeah, we have some hussars pushing up, maybe trying to scout out. The rest of the Spanish army is shifting over to this side. That is a juicy target for some artillery to hit. Oh, and this side looks like we have some lights from Spain pushing over here just to make sure to face off against, you know, the cavalry mirroring this chasseur cheval. That cavalry unit in the far back here is still hidden and does not want to reveal himself until it is too late. You know, go for some artillery potentially. But like I said, guys, both these are experienced players. Well, oh, these guys are seen. There's no way they're not going to notice them. Both sides are experienced players, guys, so they are both, you know, taking into consideration the other side's skill. Now, I'm surprised they're pushing across here. This seems like a undermatch here. I mean, they're going against infantry on a hill here. Look at this. Spanish infantry on a hill, quite a lot of them, firing some pretty deadly volleys. And look at the depth already. Oh my goodness, they're getting volleyed in the face. Artillery firing. Oh my goodness, that's a cool shot right there. You can't say that's not cool. That looks very, very awesome. Wow. This game. These Spanish units are going to break here. And France just dishing out the damage. Now the UK looks like they're going to maybe advance here, but I don't know, guys. This seems like a very, very terrible attack to make, which I think they realize that. There's artillery set up on this hill. Plenty of line infantry to defend. Look at Soult and Messina. Actually, hold that thought, because Messina or Solt is shifting over a lot of troops, guys. Look at this. They are mobilizing. They're making some big plans here. Hold that thought too, because this cav actually got is wavering. Is artillery shooting at it? Interesting. But yeah, Solt is making a huge move, guys. A huge mobilization all the way to the far side. I wonder where his general is. He's leaving his general right here. I wonder if he's trying to pretend like his artillery, his whole army's here, like Solt has his army here, or his general here, and then shifting all his troops over here, and they're gonna make a huge push on the right. This may be in a very nice wide open field where they can make a lot of amazing plays with the cav and infantry against Spain. Even maybe pushing across the river, maybe. We'll have to see. This is going to be a long one because that's a lot of mobilization, a lot of moving to get troops all the way over there. And a gamble. If Spain and the UK push very viciously on the side, this is just Messina now. Solt is mobilizing basically the entirety of his army over to the center, maybe even potentially the left side. Messina has pushed up quite a lot here. Oh, I love how this looks. I am definitely coming back to do some shots. Some screenshots, guys. I guarantee you I'm gonna get some screenshots of this. This thing looks amazing, and this is what I envision a battle actually being like. You know, even Waterloo being like this. Artillery firing, infantry just standing, being a little assault of the town. Look at all the units marching the back lines. I guarantee you that this guard is gonna be doing some moves. Or the guards that's going to be everywhere. I'm sure they have Inspires. I'm sure they have a lot of deadly units. Spain is just kind of hiding in the town right now. They do not want to take that artillery fire unless they're in a line fight. And they are not in a line fight right now, so they're trying to conserve, you know, their men. The UK have pushed up and are starting to put in some fire. You can see, though, a lot of bullets actually hitting this wall. As France is returning fire. Two lights versus one UK line, plus some skirmishers maybe. Over on the side, my goodness, the artillery is just blasting holes in this line. These poor lights. Oh, we have a cav fight. We have a cav fight. Nope. We have some cavalry, some hussars chasing down some chasseurs cheval. I guarantee these guys are faster than the hussars, just ever so slightly. Oh, artillery even firing way back here. My goodness. Oh my goodness, France is actually getting attacked here. Spain is pushing forward a lot of troops. This is the one place actually maybe a very wise attack for them, as there's no real French artillery on this right flank. Oh, I thought we have a cav charge as well. Oh, wow. Some chasseurs cheval charging skirmishers. UK forming some squares here to save their artillery, or save their skirmishers. Troops pushing forward here. France is falling back now. Wow, artillery just blasting away at this light. But the real important part, guys, is this. Holy cow. We have a horse artillery who is mobilized to this far side. So actually there is artillery, which is going to maybe discourage some of Spain's plans, maybe, or they're just going to push through it and nothing for it but to bear on with the fight. Now, McDonald is falling back. Who knows how many Spanish units are here. Artillery is trying to put on some vicious fire to drive back to the Spanish, but they seem to be very content to continually push forward. Look at those uniforms. And cavalry as well. They are definitely pushing this side. Actually, artillery... Actually, there's plenty of French artillery on this side, firing down from over on this side. You can see here, they are able to shift fire with their 8-pounders, have amazing reach. The 12-pounders even better reach, and they're going to be able to support this left side. Talk about strategically placed artillery to defend. Like, the French have placed artillery in very calculated spots. Even this flanking horse artillery 4-pounder. They have a lot of cavalry as well pushing up here. You have some lancers and some chasseurs cheval. These lancers could actually easily wreck some of the Spanish at day. Some Polish lancers. Spain does not like that. I'm sure they're going to start sending over cavalry to combat that. And actually, you may also have a push over here. Yeah, Spain is pushing across the river. I think they took this LLC over here too. Yeah, they're making that the anchor of their line. You can feel it, guys. Both sides have a mutual respect for the other side and just don't want to make like a push unless it is like at some point someone's gonna have to make an all-out attack. I feel like France still, it's actually very even. Each side has a 2-pointer and each side has a 4-pointer. So it may come down to these LOCs right here. Actually, the coalition does have LOC advantage right now, so the French do have to attack. They technically do have to attack. I mean, they have technically the 2-pointer and the 4-pointer, but the LOCs over here are each 1 point plus a 4-point for the coalition or for the Imperial, plus they have the 2-pointer in the town of Fuentes de Onoro. This has not been a very bloody fight, you know. So far, not really that bloody of a fight. We do have what looks like McDonald, which I love how chunky his units are. He's pushing forward. Soult is actually marching across the river. They have decided this is where their attack is going to be. In fact, if he is maybe going to try and push across here. So this is one of two things I think they may try to do. Soult may try taking a line fight with the French or the Spanish right here, while McDonald flanks around. So the Spanish basically think this is the French army on the flank. The general has not switched over here, so he is still over on this side. So I'm thinking they may use Soult to kind of take a line fight with Spain, force them into place. Then McDonald's going to push over on the left and try flanking them, and try crashing their flank with some cav advantage here, potentially. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that is what they're thinking. Me just trying to guess here. They are weakening the center significantly, so they just got to be cautious. There's still a lot of troops in this town, a lot of troops that could push across the river suddenly and smash the center. Now, the one thing going for the French is that they have a lot of artillery and they have a lot of cav. Not a lot, I should say, but they have a decent amount of cav. And I think they have some of their better units in the center here. Massena is actually looking like they're taking over this whole side. They have just stretched their lines out significantly. Soult actually has some skirmishers set up to kind of force back the Spanish in this left flank or their right flank, as well as a couple units to just kind of back it up, make sure they can't push across this bridge without taking heavy losses. Even the guard is pushing across here. Oh my, okay, this is definitely the committing. This is it, guys. This is what the French are doing. We are finally going to see it. There is still, we've been 20 minutes into this battle, and we have the first vicious attack here. This is what the French are going to do. They are going to commit this fight, and it looks like McDonald is going to push forward as well, with the guard in reserve, as it always should be. As it always should be. Oh, look at this grenadier unit. Oh, what? These guys are probably going to do some plays. Imagine sitting back here, but knowing that at some point you're going to be called forward and you're going to have to make a vicious attack at some point. Knowing that you're a grenadier unit, you got to know you're going to be sent into melee. The UK actually are starting to kind of test the waters here. They're actually pushing up here, and I think they're actually starting to chop away a little bit at this French line. They have excellent positioning. And they are, yep, they're starting to chip away here. So it's only a matter of time before Massena maybe breaks or just gets too weak to be able to hold back at least two armies here. The one thing I think would be concerning is look at how embedded this Spanish army is. They have the lines, they have the cover, and they have a river kind of protecting their flank. And they're holding it. So this is going to be a tough one, guys. This is going to be a really hard fight. I'm curious how the French are going to make this work. At the same time, we do have some breakage. Some lights breaking against the highly concentrated, highly accurate fire of this UK line, although they did lose their officer. He's now face down in the dirt. Oof. Never got to see his regiment do an excellent job of focusing down the lines here. And now Spain's actually pushing here, so maybe we're going to see Soult pushing on the flank here. Maybe they're going to push up. I'm still not totally sure what they're going to do, but it looks like Spain is actually making a pretty aggressive attack on this side here. Now, this skirmisher unit in the forest in light infantry behavior is going to actually They are going to do some real work on this Spanish line. They're accurate and they are embedded. And you bet your bottom dollar they are going to make some amazing kills. And light infantry pushing up as well. Spain is really actually seeming like they're getting more serious about attacking this side. Listen to that roll of musket fire. Here we go. Do we have the guard pushing forward? Are they being told to attack? Is this the fight we are looking for? They are not hidden. So Spain has a chance to react to this. Artillery, I guarantee you artillery is going to start firing, but you can see the coalition is going to start reacting, sending forward. Yep, they're sending forward troops. They know they have to push up to brace for this fight. I love all the uniforms. Look at these guys. I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry. Just call the video, look at these guys. Oh, artillery, though, is going to start pouring in some fire here. And here we go. The French Guard going in. I know it's not the Imperial Guard. I'm just calling it the Guard because, you know, it's truly years, volunteers. It looks like Guard, okay? Give me that, all right? Oh, look at that drummer. Man, he is all silver and gold. Not gold, or not silver, just gold, I guess. And, oh, it looks like Spain's actually falling back here. They do not like... Yep, they're falling back entirely over on this right flank. Cavalry was pushing up. Do they have any squares here? They do not. Oh, my goodness. The artillery, though, I think we're going to have a charge. We have the UK cavalry pushing forward here. And that is what their goal is probably to go for. It's like, man, that is our goal. I don't know why I have that voice, but... being told we are going to make a mobilization, it's going to be for here, and then they're like, actually, never mind, artillery is too hot, fall back. Oh my gosh, Spain is taking some heavy losses here. Now we do have a general movement. McDonald pushing, Soult pushing, Dorcine, Onoro pushing, which is going to have to force this Spanish army to push out if they want to protect the flank. And here we go, it's going into melee. We have the 55th in melee with the Spanish. Spain is actually full-on pulling back here. They do not want to take a melee against France at this time, and they are actually going to be scrambling, as this is not what they want. They want to be shooting against the French, not meleeing against the French. This side, well, maybe it was just a feint for Spain, I'm not sure. And now we have France actually engaging. They have some stakes put up as well to protect their lines. But they're actually engaging on the side of Spain. Is going to actually have to pour out from behind the wall in order to protect their flank, because France could set up a line out of volley range from this hill. But they are not doing that, and they're getting the first volley off. Oh, we have a cav charge as well. Chasseur Cheval charging some skirmishers. Maybe you're going to catch some more Grasshopper UK skirms, maybe. And man, France is just attacking quite viciously now. Really starting to put the full weight of their army. Look at this fight here. Yep, we have more cavalry charge again here. Actually, a counter charge by some hussars from the UK. And France is going to fall back. They're wavering, though. They're probably going to break. Or not. Maybe they got away. Wow. See, the UK is pushing up real close so that they can get some volleys off at point blank against the French. The French are running back as they do not want to take that fight. Now over on this side is a vicious volley fight, and oh my gosh, this is some guard right here that is peeling away at this French line. France actually falling back here. They do not like this fight, and Spain is just pushing so aggressively. And they're actually doing an excellent job of forcing back the French. Even pushing out here on the flank here. Look at this fight, guys. Look how beautiful this is, how epic this is. France falling back, the Spanish having made quite a vicious counterattack to save the town. And now this fight is, they They still hold this LOC, so it's heating up though. It's heating up, that's for sure. These Trilliers are putting in some fire here against the Spanish. Unfortunately, it seems like musket bug will be affecting this UK line. They're not firing as fast. But oh man, the French are getting kind of pinned down here. These sappers getting shot up. Oh my gosh, look how fast they're dropping. France has nothing against this. Their artillery isn't able to fire yet, and they are just... What an excellent rate of fire that this Spanish unit is pouring. And look at this. Holy cow. They have... This has to be the guard, the Spanish guard. Such beefy and chunky units, dealing out so much damage. This has got to be frustrating to just watch your lines melting. They do have artillery that is pushed up. That is going to be a problem for Spain, as this 4-pounder is going to be very fast rate of fire, very deadly at this range. Holy cow, yep. But is France gonna, you know, keep getting pushed back? Is Spain gonna counterattack? No, they're gonna fall back here. I don't think they like that 4-pounder very much. But what a vicious counterattack. Spain was looking like they were it was a little concerning at first. Maybe they were gonna get pushed back, but nope. They flipped a reverse Uno card, and they actually maybe falling back now. I mean, they're getting a little too close to the guns. It seems like the kryptonite of Spain is the artillery for France, and France just can't hold a line fight against Spain, at least in this situation, especially with the UK doing such an excellent job of just like destroying, melting away this French line. Considering how vicious this fight is, guys, the deaths have not been that high, but they are probably going to start mounting up. Oh, we had a cav fight maybe? Or just a cav charge, maybe breaking some of this line infantry. Spain is still trying to get some action going on this right side, but with the skirmishers and artillery and then the line infantry supporting this, I don't think they're going to actually make it. Their best and strongest defense is right here, and I'm here for it. I love it. Oh, that was amazing counterattack by Spain. I mean, this is the French, guys. They got melted. You can see there's a lot of losses here. All French losses. Yeah, France took some heavy casualties on that one attack, and now wisely Spain falling back. They don't want to sit in front of that artillery. They're gonna go back to their shelter, and the town seems sort of saved, but at the same time, France has definitely made some moves there. Still so many reserves. It all heated up and then it just died like that. Like it just died down immediately. This right side does look like it's a little bit still. Looks like the cavalry dragoon went in, broke yet another Spanish unit, and Spain's actually collapsed a little bit on the side. I don't know if they have tons of troops here, reinforcements and such, but this whole attack was a bit of a, not sure if it was supposed to be a feint or if they were just trying to feel them out, but you can see the slaughter was real, and they took some heavy losses, and now Spain has fallen back. France may actually push forward here. That's such a beautiful shot. The silhouette of the artillery up on the hill with the infantry. I will say it 1,000 times. Tell them blue in the face. Such a beautiful game. Oh, we do have a charge here. The Swiss going into the town here. UK trying to maybe reinforce. If the French can take this LOC, it will force back the UK. Look at the vicious fight. That may settle the battle. Oh, okay, you're going upstairs. Oh, he's like, what are you guys doing up here? Oh, the officer even. Oh my goodness. Oh no. France definitely broke there, but oh my goodness, we have a huge melee charge here. We have line infantry charging against the UK and France. France actually breaking some Spanish units, and the UK, and as well a cav charge. Oh my gosh, there's a huge play here, and I was distracted watching an officer get killed. This is the story of my life in my channel. A countercharge now by the French, or gosh, I might actually mix up, by the UK. Sorry, some Hussars charging in against these Dragoons. We have light infantry pushing forward. Spain is sending forward some reserves. Looks like he has some really nice units, maybe some elites. Spain really does not want to lose this house, and neither does the French really want to take this house. We also have an advance here by MacDonald pushing forward once more. Oh, Spain is pushing forward more troops, more cavalry. Who is going to actually break? Or is one side going to pull back before the other one's done? We do have a lot of more line infantry now pushing forward. The UK pushing up a lot more infantry, countercharging. We do have some grenadiers. These guys are going to do very well in this line fight. And the UK, unfortunately, caught in a melee. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful volley against the UK troops. Oh, it's becoming a mess. This is becoming a massive mess here. Some Voltigeurs now firing against. Oh man, that's a nice volley. These poor Voltigeurs are running in front of both sides' fire. That's bad. But it looks like the UK actually have fallen back. I mean, they actually are getting routed. They're getting pushed back. A countercharge as Spain is now looking to try to throw back any French troops in the town. We have cavalry also charging forward. Oh man, I think the Spanish reserves hit just in time. Artillery now starting to blow up this house. They're trying to just, at this point, guys, they need to get rid of the guys in this LOC. Oh, nice square forward by Spain. These Dragoons are going to hit a square. More lines pouring forth. The French are pushing up more of their guard. This is becoming utter chaos, guys. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. As, oh my goodness, some cavalry charging in here. Oh, beautiful charge against the French lines here. And Spain actually may be counterattacking as well. You have to push forward some lines as France is trying to stand their ground, stop this unit from being able to countercharge. Oh. Okay.
Now they must break.
So they just blew up the town. They just blew up the LOC. They're like, you know what? Screw that LOC. We're done having that kill us. We gotta. Oh no. And a general has been slain. Matt Bob lost his general. That is a huge blow to the morale of Spain. Now it's going to be even harder now against the French for them to.
Our men are running, sir.
Yikes. You see some brave Spanish troops holding the lines. What did I say? These grenadiers, we're going to do some action, and they're in the thick of it. This has been an awesome fight. This has been a very epic fight. France actually getting some flanks here. Oh no! These grenadiers, come on, charge! He's going to fall back to rest him up and push up his guard here. Get some volleys off. We do have a general pushing forward to inspire his men. Now that LSC gone, France could actually advance here. Oh man, this Spanish guard is just, look at this. They pour in a volley and then bayonet charge them, give them the cold steel. And the musket bug for France is just a little too vicious here. This line fight against McDonald is still raging, as Spain seems to have a very nice defense on the right side of this town. France constantly pursuing the Spanish. The guard in the town holding. This is an excellent placement of the guard, as they have probably some better melee stats, able to hold a little better. This left side, do we have a cav charge here? Yeah, we have Dragoons versus the Spanish, and they finally break some French cav. This is actually becoming a regular line fight. Both sides not really giving up. Both sides seemed totally satisfied with mutual destruction here. I'm surprised the French... There it is. These guys are tired, but they are going to get a beautiful flanking charge on this unit. But we do have some reserves. Are these grenadiers? Utter chaos, guys. Utter chaos. And I was talking about how the losses aren't that high. They are stinking high now. I mean, in the town, it's just been a bloodbath. Here we go. More lines. Grenadiers pushing forward with some Polish lines. Breaking some of the Spanish line infantry. Maybe trying to go for a flank here. Oh, and the cav charging it as well. A vicious attack here. Well-placed Dragoon charge here. And lines now shifting forward here. Oh my gosh. Oh, Spain's off in a bad way now. They're going to throw in some cavalry to try to save their lines as well. Oh, guys, this battle... They need a general to inspire their units. They are having a mass break, though. A lot of Spanish troops have broken. They're now shifting up a new set of reserves. They're trying to set up a new line. We do have more cav charging it. Oh, beautiful charge. They did break, but they still got a nice charge up on these this guard, this Voltigeur unit. They just need to keep being able to fire, guys. That's all they need to do. And they can always fall back to LSC, but if they actually, I think, have this 2-pointer, so they just got to hold them off. There's still a lot of time left in this battle. It's 26 minutes remaining, and both armies still have quite a lot of their forces here. This has been one of the most Napoleonic of Napoleonic battles I have seen, I think. With artillery, the long haul here, artillery slug matches, the cav charges, going for Spanish guns. And Lancers in Spain save their guns. I think they actually will. Ooh, that Lancer charge actually got off on that. They got off a charge and routed the Spanish cav. Or, sorry, Spanish infantry. Spain holding off this right side as it looks like Soult is starting to make a flanking attack. Oh, the Lancers are charging in now. Oh no. Smacking into a ton of units. There is some squares amongst this fight. And this Lancer may actually break. Spain is standing strong here. Oh, we have another French cav charge. They hit some squares though, so that's not gonna do too hot for them. Over in the town, do we have a still? Yeah, we still have melee raging. Both sides still sending in lines. Still some troops set up in the front.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Man. I mean, the Spanish definitely have fallen, have been pushed back. I mean, their first initial attack was did quite well, but now things seem to be in a different pace, a different tone here. Hold, I thought we have some cavalry on the far right side, some skirmishers trying to get away here from Spain, as Spain is taking just a flanking fire and losing a lot of troops here. That French cav in the back lines, that Chasseur Cheval, they did some work and they broke at least one line here. Oh, two skirmishers and got away with it. And honestly, guys, the battle seems to be shifting. The Spanish are winning in some parts, but they are losing in others. But still, I would not say that they are going to lose this battle. They definitely do not seem to have a loss yet. Soult is pushing over here on the flank. This could be a concerning flank. If they're not careful, they could definitely lose big here, and then they would lose this nice, juicy position. The hill, these guys are firing so fast. They're just pouring on fire constantly. This artillery, though, set up is going to start probably trying to soften up this flank for an attack, maybe with some cavalry. They're shifting over some chasseurs, cheval, some lancers. Over on this center, guys, actually, France is been pushed back here. They've taken some heavy losses as their units were too tired, I think. And with the cav charges on both sides, I don't think they were able to make a actual really good attack. The Spanish had too many troops here, and now they are able to just stand and shoot, which is what they're going to excel at. Left side, still not a whole lot. Messina just holding these four lines, just going to soak up all the artillery shells and probably actually stand. I mean, the artillery's not doing a lot. And the French artillery, wow. The French artillery is just blasting away at some of these Spanish lines. Now we do see some Spanish units. These guys are running. Not sure if they're supposed. Oh, they're not running anymore. All right, so Spain is probably pushing over some units to rest them up. UK actually pushing forward some of their lines. They have some really good shooting stats, so you know they're probably able to do a very good job of. See, it's the problem. Spain is just gonna get torn apart by artillery fire in this open field, and there's nothing they can truly do about it. If they had some cav right here, they maybe could push up and try taking it, but France is ready for them. And they can't take this line fight here. They can't take it. They're going to lose. And if there's one thing that's going to be the downfall for Spain, it's the artillery advantage that France has. There's nothing they can do about it. And France is actually pushing across here. Look at this. Soult has a contingent of light and line infantry. These guys can't even form square. They're going to push up here on the flank. Maybe try to put a little more, too much pressure here and force Spanish resources and UK resources over to this side. Could be a very smart play. Oh, man. Yeah, see, they're being forced back. The artillery, the coalition can't take this artillery fire. It is just too brutal. And there's nothing to answer it.
Our men are running, sir.
Uh-oh. All right, France is getting another melee charge, using that road to get nice and close. And France seems to be doing quite well here. Oh, they broke. Oh no, there is some cavalry now, some lancers. Oh, but Spain has a nice volley for them.
Our men are running, sir.
But France is going to push forward on both sides, collapsing the rear here. They're really flying this right flank, guys. And actually, they are pushing forward, Soult pushing forward a contingent, but Spain is meeting them in the field. They're not letting him get a single bit of ground without a volley, and they're actually going to fall back here. There's still artillery from Spain firing as well. This right side, though, has some cavalry to back it up now. So France, oh man, they had a good attack at first, but I think they are starting to break. They are definitely starting to break here. You can see all their
Our men
troops
are running, sir.
falling back. And I think the next nice fight is going to be over here. Wow, I missed a lot of fighting here. Some Spanish cav did charge the lights. Uh-oh, we have, oh no, they can't form square. Oh no. It didn't matter. They got a nice volley off on the cav, but it didn't matter. France still broke. France actually is getting burnt here on this flank. They were doing so well at first, but Spain, they diverted. Oh, what is going on? More cavalry charging over now. Some Grenadier Cheval, a small Grenadier Cheval unit. I didn't know you could bring a 42-man Grenadier Cheval unit. But they are going full-on attack mode here in the center, trying to break the Spanish. The Spanish have reserves, though, and they have some squares. So even if France does make it, they have some of their guard units, the Voltigeurs,
Our men are running, sir.
constantly charging forward here, attacking even more and more Spanish units. Spain had a huge mass rout, but they have reserves, guys. They have reserves. It's just one of those things where, like, you know, for France, imagine being like, oh, yeah, we broke a line, and then a fresh line shows up. It's like, you know, how many times are you going to break the Spanish and then just see more and more reinforcements push over? And now Spain has broken the artillery piece over on the side and is just sweeping the left flank. France is going to have to react to this, and that's probably why they're making such an aggressive push here. They have to push somewhere, and right now they are not winning. France is getting pushed back. They got pushed back on this right flank. Massena is probably about to get counterattacked here. The center looking a little weak here. France just, oh, what a beautiful volley against the French. Grenadier Cheval throwing themselves in once more.
Our men are
Breaking
running.
more Spanish lines. They gotta push forward. Oh, look at this UK flank, though. And now France is getting countercharged. They're trying to push forward in the town. This is it, guys. I feel like this is it. This is what France needs to do. And they are just getting fully just counterattacked really hard here. As Spain is just shooting them up. Spain just has better shooting. The musket bug for France seems a little bit bad, especially in the center here. These guys just can't shoot. And it's, yeah, they're getting pushed back pretty badly. However, they did break a lot more of the center of the coalition.
The men are fatigued, sir.
Now this Grenadier Cheval, which is very tired, is smashing into more troops. They may send some line infantry over as well. I'm starting to see a lot less French troops on the battlefield and a lot less coalition as well. France is actually now defending this river crossing. They have artillery as well, but Spain seems to be counterattacking over here against these 3 lines, or 4 lines. They should fall back to the hill and use their artillery, maybe. But you see over here, France is actually starting to win this right flank, and they have troops over here.
Our men are running, sir.
France is actually winning, guys. Wait, wait, this counterattack seems to be winning. Are they gonna win this? This side over here, I mean, France is actually holding quite well. Spain is not looking too nice on this side, even with the artillery support. France is pushed on the right flank here. Spain forced to fall back. And you have 14 minutes to go, guys. Technically, Spain still has LOC victory. Little Spurf, oh no, he has lost his general as well. The UK have lost their general. Now it seems like there's this desperate last stands here and there for Spain. I think, yeah, it's starting to go against them. The tides of the battle are going against them, but they do have reserves still. They still have an army that is not redlining and mass routing yet. They can still fall back and hold these two LOCs, put some in the 4-pointer. They could win, because right now is probably the time to be considering LOC victory. At this point, I mean, they're not going to probably win a line fight against France. So they just got to hold. They have a nice position here. They have an LOC. They have some hills and some walls. They just got to fall back to it. Oh, more cav charging. They did form square, though. Oof. And a nice volley by the Spanish line. This has got to be probably one of my favorite battles of this year thus far. This has got to be up. This is going to be up there, guys. This is going to be... I don't say that for every battle, but this has got to be one of the best battles I've ever seen. Whenever I get these, I'm like, oh, I hope people see it, because I just wanted them to see how awesome these can be. This is the reason why you play NTW3, for fights like this. Both sides playing just very vicious, strong counter charges, counter volleys, counter attacks, vicious attacks, defenses, artillery placement, cav charges, coordinated line and cav charges. It's what I live for, and why I will constantly be putting out these replays and constantly playing this game. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You have to play this game. You just have to. Not every game will be like this, but it's a gem when you get a nice game where everybody is just doing well. And it seems like everybody seems to be doing well on both sides. All right, we got France now circling with cavalry, probably trying to make sure that there is no LOC being seized over here. I mean, it's turning into an LOC victory. This is going to turn into an LOC fight, guys. It is definitely going to turn into an LOC fight. Uh-oh, there's not another general. He has chosen death.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
And Lotus lost his general too. So I think we've had 3 generals on the coalition side break, guys. 3 generals. We had Matt Bob, you had Smurf, and you had Lotus. But they're not breaking. They're not breaking yet, which is insane. There's 1 general left. He's probably feeling a little bit, probably feeling the pressure a little bit. Like, sir, you're the only general left on the battlefield. And he's like, what? That face. Actually looks like grim determination. He's like, I will hold. I am France. Actually, well, let me redo that, because I am Spain. There we go. I said Spain. I said France. I can't believe I did that. I've actually been mixing up my countries this entire battle. I don't know why. I keep calling Spain France, and France Spain, and UK France, and UK Spain, and I don't know, guys. My brain just can't handle how awesome this battle is, apparently. All right, so now France is going to have to make a decision here. I'm going to start fast forwarding, because it doesn't look like anything's actually happening now. Just a little bit of fighting here and there. Like I said, guys, technically the Spanish have LOC. They do. So, hold that thought. We have a cav charge. Yes, we do. And I don't think Spain had squares. Or did they? Yeah, they did. I think France can take this, though. I mean, they have 9 minutes. But nah, I don't know. They have to get a mass route at this point if they want to take this LOC and this LOC. And the UK are obviously going to their 4-pointer. Wait. Oh, no. They're going... Wait. They have not taken this LOC, right? Did they? There's no units here. I think... Okay, I'm about to ask them about this one, because I don't know why the UK are moving away from the 4-pointer. Maybe they're being honorable and being like, you know what, you beat us fair and square on the battlefield. We won't take your 4-pointer. We won't be like that. But I do believe they're marching away from this 4-pointer. Wow, okay, so I don't think they're actually going to try to take the LOC 4-pointers. I think they are being very honorable and sportsmanlike to their opponents. Here we go. We got another cav charge here. Look at this. The Spanish have fallen back a little bit further into their wall of defenses, their network of defenses here. Cavalry now starting to push forward. Spain is going to get charged on this right flank here. It's starting to become a little bit more vicious. Are they counterattacking? What are they doing here? Are they counterattacking? No way. They're going for one grand hurrah, and I think France is spread a little bit too thin here. I don't think they are. France was not ready for this. Now France is making a curve here and starting to throw off the whole Spanish right flank. But oh my goodness, the Spanish are pushing very aggressively down this hill. They are going for a defeat in segments here. They're losing on this side, so they're just going to push out and defeat the French on this side, then turn around and face the French over here. This may actually work for them. My goodness. Uh-oh. The Chasseur Cheval, I think, are trying to go for a gen. He's marching out of here. The Spanish general is like, yeah, I don't want none of it. Guys, it's working right now. I think these French are losing. Oh, the artillery strike. This line's getting countercharged here too. Oh my goodness, France is losing. France is actually losing. Spain is consolidating and going straight up for them. Look at the slaughter, though, on this field, guys. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh, I gotta get the zoomed out view of this, because this is messy. Okay, what is happening now? I thought that was a Spanish unit for a second. But France is just constantly getting charged here, and they're getting broken. Spain is making a comeback. They are just pushing out in one direction and totally ignoring the French on the other side. I think, oh no, the artillery, can they fire in time? Nope. Nice charge, get rid of that artillery piece. The last Spanish general is sitting over here. Wait, how did they break them? How did that work? This is crazy. This is very crazy. I really thought Spain was gonna lose this one. They seem to be just making a very ballsy play, and it seems to be paying off. They left their position. In fact, they even have troops over here on this flank. And France has 2 lines left plus a general. And I think Spain actually may win this. Wow. This is not going to be an LOC victory, guys. This is going to be a land fight, which I love. There's 5 minutes left here. France just needs to hang on a little bit longer, and they're not going to win by LOC. So even if they hang on, they're not going to win. So this is going to be a Spanish win, I do believe. People can correct me in the comments. But I do believe. Massena's now going to charge in here, try to save his lines and artillery. Look at this guy go. Look at this dude. Slicing away. Wow. Oh no, he broke too. I mean, he got shot, so is he gonna make it out of here alive? Oh, there he is. Oh no. Run, Massena, run. He did, he got out of there. Lucky, lucky dude. Alright guys, I can't say much else besides this is probably the best battle I've ever seen. Even the twist at the end where Spain just came out of nowhere and just countercharged down this hill and has taken out the Spanish or the French position. See, there I go again, calling them the Spanish. What is wrong with me? The French are going to die bravely here, making their last brave stand. Spain obviously had some amazing shooters. I think they had a Spanish guard, which did miracles here. I don't think that it's actually going to come down to all the troops dying here. Let me just fast forward a little bit, because it's just like, you know, Spain attacking artillery positions and a few lines left. Yeah, both sides don't seem to have LOC garrisoned, but there was troops, I think, in here when it got broken, so that means coalition has 2 left. But they have won the line fight as well, and I can respect the fact that France seems to not be trying to run around trying to grab LOCs. They are just fighting to the last stand here and not trying to kill time. You know, they could have probably run back some troops, taken a 4-pointer, taken another 2-pointers, and maybe circled around and taken this other one. But it didn't end up working. But man, what a fight, guys. What a fight. And it was a slow start too, which, you know, gives you time to kind of feel out what they're all doing. The artillery positions stayed and probably were firing the entire time. I wish I could see all the kills. Maybe I can see if I can pull them up or like request someone to post those kills, because that was a glorious fight. One which I am very impressed by. Let's see. This was who was this? Which general? This was Soult, so the 9-pointer, and you can see those grenadiers. What did I say? They got the most kills. They did God's work. Like how he had a lot of Polish troops too. Let me see if I can find the results for all the teams so you guys can see, because I'm sure the deaths and kills were crazy close. So let me see if I can pull that up real fast. All right, guys. So as you can see here, we have Mapob getting 2,038 kills. My goodness, he lost 1749. You have Little Smurf as the UK, getting 863. And then you have Data L with 823. Lotus with 1,084. On the other side, France, Chain with 984. Murakeps, I think, as 980. Barbaneth as 557, and Kylie with 1523. So very, very close battle. GG's, because it was definitely a win for the coalition on this one, which a lot of respect, because honestly, Spain is not that easy to play. So well done on both sides, though. I mean, obviously played very well, very close to the chest. You can obviously tell there was a lot of mutual respect here. And I do believe Data L, as Spain, one of his artillery pieces got 118 kills, which, if you know anything about artillery in MTW3, that is a lot of kills, especially for artillery. Man, that's a very hard-working artillery piece right there. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I definitely did. I'm going to try to get more of these nice replays, you know, try to get the close ones. Like I said, being definitely always going to be a little more picky about it. So, but that'll be it for me today, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in another video.